We're on the steps of the Greyhost Castle that's on this weird Greyhost island. We just defeated the wards outside. I'm with Gwendis, Fenorian's sister, and she's upset because her boo thing was probably once a part of the Greyhost. He might have quit, but like they still send him letters, and it's sus, super sus. So we got to get in there, figure out what's going on. And
I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
yeah, it's a castle. All castles are impressive, unless it's a shitty castle. But I ain't seen a shitty castle before, have you? Oh, what's this lore book? Spectral Assassins. Yeah. You know what? If anybody wanted to read that, you can just pause right here. And right here to read that. I just don't have, ain't nobody got time for this. So I want answers.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
Unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
How's this blood gonna help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Alright. Is it dangerous?
Dangerous, not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandis' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll drink the potion and we'll see what's up. Now they got me drinking vampire blood out here. Couldn't have been, like, tiger blood at least. That would have been nice, you know? Channel my inner Charlie Sheen. You know, does anybody remember that at all?
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word.
Talk to the steward. Are you the steward?
It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I'm no exarch, dear Faustine. I want nothing to do with the grandiose titles or, Sturchi's army.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Singalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Please, take care of my apothecary chest. Many of the components are irreplaceable. Alright. Well, looks like we're gonna talk to Ulfra first. She around here somewhere. I hopes. Hello? Yo, this is... There's a lot of exarchs going on here. Greyhost Foot Soldier, but here's another exarch right here. Like, I want to know what the title actually means, because apparently they're just throwing it around all like willy-nilly. What? Is that a Reachman? Looks like a Reachman.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me?
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
You were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we live in peace with the mortals. They outnumber us after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty her scene has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I won't stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
This is an impressive castle that Rada al-Saran has constructed.
Greyhome is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
That is not my way, Ulfra.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Yeah, fuck you. That's all. Just fuck you. It's time to go talk to Singala's crazy ass. Didn't I murder that motherflower? Oh, what is going on? Exarch Longstep? Another Exarch? What the hell? So there's a lot more Exarchs than I thought. I thought that was like a command, like a high up commander position, but I guess not. Am I going the right way? This castle seems eerily familiar. Can't really think of like... Is this the castle from that Skyrim DLC, or does this just look exactly like the underground keep in the Blackreach?
Once the undead is summoned,
What's going on, Singalis?
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad, Singalis. The experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough. Even power such as you describe is not worth the cost.
Cost? Ha! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We are not their gods, Singalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I hope you do succeed, Singalis.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran.
What about your own research?
I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it. It's quite remarkable, and I've only scratched the surface of the possibilities it might offer our kind.
That sounds fascinating. What kind of relic?
I'd prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length. But I welcome the chance to discuss it with you once you've settled in.
Something tells me there's gonna be like an escape scene in this bitch. Let's keep talking about me settling in and whatnot and talking about the council, but like... These vampires aren't really my fan. You know, none of them are my fans, so I might have to get the fuck out of here. What the hell? Ease of the Creeping Dusk? That's, blood fountain? It's a little weird.
Verandis, my friend. At long last.
What's up, mine?
How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You've built a grand castle, old friend, but I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue to war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Styric's Grey Host. An alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It has been too long since we last saw one another, Verandis. Let us speak of better times. Drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
Why did you invite me if you're unwilling to talk about this?
We have talked, and I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verandis. You belong here, among your brothers and sisters, not meandered in the tribulations of mortal life.
The dream didn't start with us ruling over mortals.
Your dream and mine are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong here, Verandis.
I spoke with Ulfra and Singalis earlier.
Good. You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence. It should please you to know that Ulfra shows restraint these days, and I know Singalis would love to discuss his experiments and research with you.
They don't understand the dream, Rada al-Saran.
They understand little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host. It will take much to convince them to make peace with mortals.
I would like to continue our discussion of an alliance with the mortals later, my friend.
Of course, Verandis. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise, we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother.
We're immortal. We have all the time in the world to catch up.
And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives. Ah, Verandis, is my word not enough to appease you? We will speak more of this later. For now, I wish to discuss more pleasant topics.
Goodbye for now.
Lord Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Dope. Cool. Let's go to this study and see what kind of shit I got up in here. Gotta read Veranda's journal. No reading. I don't know, stuff just isn't adding up. He was part of the Grey Host, but I don't know if he's really guilty of doing anything.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the Dream Walk potion and drink it.
Oh, it's just right here. Yeah, I don't really think he's guilty of anything. Like, he keeps talking about how wants to be allies with the mortals, like, wants to coexist because vampires and werewolves aren't monsters, but, like, humans, elves, Khajiit, Argonians aren't food. I mean, like, they're food, but they're not, like, they're not cattle.
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right?
Went to Veranda's study in the dream and tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Veranda's study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was in something called the Grey Council, but he wanted to make peace with the mortals.
Sounds like Veranda's. That's why he founded the Ravenwatch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
No, he argued for an alliance with the mortals. Truly wanted peace.
Then, he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
Yeah, let's go. I don't know, man, but these people were his friends, you know, like once upon a time. These people were his friends once upon a time, so I'm, like, kind of confused as to what he might have done in the past to mortals before reaching this conclusion that they need to be allies with the mortals, you know? It's like, they all started out together, so they must have done some fucked up shit along the way. Like, they had to have, you know?
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place.
Alright, let's try to read his journal. Holy shit, it's still here in the same place. Oh god, this is a long one. Alrighty, let's do the thing. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would ever come this close. My research finally bore fruit. The stone husk incubation vessels are the answer to all the unknowns I hope to unearth. My hope for this is twofold. My hope for this is twofold. English. One, that I will be able to resurrect mortal souls from their afterlife. Second, that I will be able to free vampire souls from Cold Harbor and thus free them from Marlock Ball. I will attempt this extraordinary feat on the mortal first. A woman named Lysolda, who died of a wasting disease. Once I am sure the experiment is a success, I will attempt a much riskier undertaking of trying this on a vampire soul. I only pray that my experiment is not premature. I was a fool to think that I had the answers. I preached to Rada al-Saran about protecting mortals, yet my own experiment caused one to suffer needlessly. I attempted to resurrect Lysolda. At first, I was elated. She did return from the dead, but she was not whole. Returning to the world of the living drove her mad. She was so angry I could feel her rage as clearly as if she were made of flames. I could not think of a way to help her. I was forced to kill her to prevent her from harming anyone, and that act sickens me. My hubris caused Lysolda so much pain. It shames me. I must discover what went wrong. Perhaps, if I put some of my own essence in the reliquary, it might stabilize the experiment. That will be my next course of action. There are simply too many unknowns. I modified the ritual, but I dare not follow through the amount of life energy required to pull a soul out of Cold Harbor. That's too high a price to pay. I will keep a record of this process and in this journal, but it must not be acted upon. The stone husk cannot be trusted as a methodology as they currently exist. This decision pains me, but I know in my heart that it is right. I cannot hurt anyone the way I hurt Lysolda. I will not risk any others to cause more suffering. This study is closed. I have also begun to contemplate the ramifications of a world without a cycle of life and death. The possibility is horrifying. Why did I ever think that this path would be a way to peace? I was right at the end of my experiments and my research. I was right to end my experiments and my research where I did. I do not know why I accepted Rada Alceron's invitation and came to Greyhome. Curiosity, I suppose. An undying hope that I can change the course of the Grey Council and avoid the war with Styric so desperately craves. I did bring all of my equipment with me. The ritual chamber they constructed here is really quite impressive. For a moment, I contemplated renewing my research with Singalis, but I know now that would be folly. It's unfortunate I cannot extract my essence from the reliquary, but that it is at least the least of my worries. For now, I will store it in the first floor armory, hidden among the other reliquaries. I have no intention of staying in Greyhome or remaining as part of the Grey Council, but at least I will know the reliquary will be safe here. Let it serve as a reminder of my failure. If I am to truly broker peace between mortals and vampires, I still have a long road ahead of me. It's time for me to take my leave.
Did you find the journal? What's it say?
Yeah, I found it.
The journal was still here? Amazing. What did it say?
Verandis attempted to resurrect humans and vampires using stone husks.
Let me see that. Huh. Ritual's simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Singalis uses research to resurrect the Grey Host in Skyrim.
Right. Singalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council.
You want to pull a member of the Grey Council out of Cold Harbor?
Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber.
I'll get the reliquary.
Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
But I also do not think that this is a good idea. Like, let me go on the record saying that this is a terrible idea. You know? 'Cause I mean, like, yeah, absolutely terrible idea. Why the hell would we summon one of these people when we could talk to Verandis? He's still alive? This is absolutely absurd. Oh my nuggets. Suck my dick. What the hell was that move? Bye-bye. God, there are these runes everywhere. This has got to go. Alright. What the hell was that? Oh god, what the hell is going on? Keep fucking up. Okay. Yo, what the... You know what? I ain't playing this anymore. I don't know what the hell I keep getting hit by. But I keep getting hit by it. Oh, back up off me, bro. Like, nobody... No, stay away. Stay away. Stay away. That's what I thought all y'all did. I'm gonna keep it moving. That was unnecessarily annoying. For, like, no reason. Dead gargoyle. Nice. Let's grab this thing. Got Verandis' reliquary. A reliquary filled with a small portion of Verandis' life essence. You know what? I'm starting to think that she might not have our best interests in mind. Because that would be one hell of a plot twist. Let's be honest. Yo, stop. Nobody asked you to do that. Adios, mother flowers. So the door is directly on. Oop. Oh. I guess that's how you go up. Maybe if I go around this way, there's an alternate staircase going down. Come on, little homie. Let's go find the place together. What the hell is that building? Like you just trying to like body slam Motherflower. Okay. So there's ways to go up. There's not. Did you just go through the door? Is that what you did? Can you go through this door? Nope. Alright, looks like I'm gonna go up. Or down through this staircase that I completely missed. Oh. Yeah. Alright, there's a whole bunch of people here, so we're definitely going in the right direction. I don't know. Somebody's gonna betray us. Somebody has to. Like, I feel like that's part of the formula for these kinds of things. Like, there's somebody bent on world domination. We're trying to figure out who's on our side. It's probably gonna be the sister of the person who says that he's been on my side the entire time.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual.
I didn't bring a lighter with me. What is that sound? It is absolutely creepy. Also, I feel like a ritual this complex doesn't need candles.
Good. Now place the reliquary.
I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this at all. Got a bad feeling about this.
It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Yeah, terrible idea. This was an absolutely terrible idea. I would have put that from the beginning, but who would have listened? Who would have listened at all? Oh god, there's another rune on the ground. There's so many runes on the ground, and he's summoning people. I'm not about this life. I'm not about any of this life. No, that's not what I want to do. No. Let's get out of here. Yo, stay away from me with that bullshit. Alrighty. What is this bat storm? Like, stay away. I don't want to be eaten alive by bats. At all. Nope, we out of here, homie. Stepped in it. I really stepped in it this time. Ooh, they're clapping my cheeks. I gotta go. No. Ooh. That was way too close for comfort. Alright. Nearly clapped my cheeks that time. Come on. Why you gotta do that to my homie? What did my homie ever do to you, bro? Come on, Motherflower. So close to being dead. You can die too. You can all die. Nope.
Not again.
Oh god. Nope. There we go. Serve the reunion.
What have you done?
Verondis, what are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verondis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
She's not wrong.
So you know, Gwendis.
Not
Come,
wrong
let
at
us all speak outside.
outside. I don't want to go outside, but I do want whatever's in this chest. And then had a magicka. Nothing special. But you know what? Let's keep it moving. So many things. So many things that I don't know what's going on. No betrayers over here so far. I was completely wrong about that. But there's still a chance for them to show up at any given time. And honestly, is Veranda's gonna have it in him to be able to kill his brothers? You know? Let's chat, bro.
So you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies.
Why didn't you tell her about being a member of the Grey Council?
Well, that was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, but to no avail.
Dreamwalk through your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada al-Saran may be alive, and somehow the Grey Host has returned to threaten our world.
Yeah, dude, that's totally what happened. Like, are you not aware of anything that happened in Skyrim over this last arc? You know? We're running around, we're killing the vampires, killing the werewolves. They even turned a king into a vampire and tried to give him all the power to crush us, and we still won. Where have you been, bro? What happens now?
Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans and devise a way to stop them. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will continue to aid us.
Oh, I'll be ready when you call. Like, I've been clapping all these vampire and werewolf cheeks, and y'all have been like, yeah, we watch over to make sure the bad vampires don't rise up. Head ass. Hasn't even been around for any of this shit.
I started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verandas may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest. He wasn't a part of their war.
Verandas has promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him, that he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
So you're gonna work with him?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can, and once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit invested in this. I've literally fought the first half of the war without you guys. Anything else I can help with at the moment?
Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandas and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.
Alright, cool. Well, damn. Got a new memento, that's nice. But I think, that's it, you know? We've done the opener to the next Ravenwatch, to the next part of the Greymoor chapter. Turns out the Grey Host is back. That's what we literally found out all of the last campaign. Rada al-Saran's still alive. Yep, we fought him too. We killed his cronies. Yeah, I feel like this is just a refresher course of what happened in the first arc. But you know what? We're done for now. And I just want to say thank you for joining me. Don't you know, if you liked anything that you saw in this video, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button for more Greymoor chapter content coming at you. I'm also doing a Let's Play of Ghost of Tsushima at the moment, if you want to check that out. Thanks again, have a beautiful day, and peace out, y'all.